Hi my lovely friends, I'm Jenny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about how to manage your money by following 50, 30, 20 personal budget rule. I will explain what the rule is, how it works, and why we use the rule in this video. What if I told you there's a method to eliminate your budgeting stress and to acquire great wealth for yourself? Would you be paying attention to the rule? So stay tuned and let's get started. You may be wondering what the 50, 30, 20 budget rule means. The rule works like this. It requires you to divide your spending into 3 categories: your needs, your wants, and your savings or paying off debts. Thus imagine I have a pie and I divide the pie into 3 different parts or 3 pieces. 50% of this pie is going to your needs. 30% of this pie is going to your wants. And the final 20% of this pie is going to your savings or paying off high interest debts. Keep in mind that your monthly income here is the money after tax deduction or the net income. So the rule is all about budgeting and understanding where your money is going. Once you master the rule, you can manage your after-tax income wisely because you know how to allocate your budget accordingly. Now, let's take a look at how the rule works. We need to break down each one of these numbers, each one of these categories. Obviously, the fixed expenses have to come first. In terms of 50% your needs, we have groceries, utilities, and housing. Utilities may mean either gas, water, electricity, transportation, etc. And housings, things like rent or mortgage payments. So 50% of your net income should go towards these necessities or these items. The next category is 30% of your net income goes towards your wants. Sometimes it may be hard to distinguish between needs and wants. Needs are things you literally cannot live without. Needs are something you must have in order to survive, while needs represent the necessities, wants indicate desires. Your wants might include entertainment, dining out, hobbies, things that you like to do. You may be picturing like this: if I don't eat or drink, if I don't have food or shelter, I may die. Those are your needs. However, if I don't have a brand new pair of shoes, the latest iPhone, the fancy car, I still survive. Those are your wants. Let's say many people in modern day homes have tight schedules, so they don't have time to cook and prepare food for themselves. It's easy for them to get in the car and drive to a restaurant for dinner. It can get definitely expensive, spending time dining out, socializing, and dating at bars and restaurants. There's a lot of temptation out there, so you need to control your wants. Again, wants are expenses that you can opt out spending on, but without them, your life would be harder. Wants are things you don't necessarily need, but it enhances the quality of your life greatly. Essentially, this 30% of your net income is entirely for you to upgrade your standard of living. Now, let's go to the final 20% of your net income or your savings and paying off high interest debts. Because most people save and invest too little, unknowingly spend too much. So this 20% of savings will show this problem. This category covers 2 main areas: own savings and debt payments. In terms of savings, we have emergency fund, retirement accounts, and investment accounts. Emergency fund, which covers 6 to 12 months of living expenses. Retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA. Investment accounts like short-term, medium-term, and long-term investment. And in terms of debt payments, we have paying off high interest debts, high rate credit card debts, and student loans. You decide how to divide up this 20%. It's your choice. However, 20% of your net income must be saved. I want to focus more on emergency fund, which I consider savings. Suppose your needs and your wants come out to be $2,400 each month for your entire family. You need to save about $14,400 to $28,800 in emergency fund within 6 to 12 months of living expenses. With a 9-to-5 job, you are always gonna be caught by the 24 hours in a day. The moment you stop working, the paycheck stop coming in. That's why an emergency fund is now a financial safety net for the future mishaps that causes unanticipated expenses, such as an illness or the situation of being laid off. Perhaps you'd better set up an automatic transfer to your emergency fund account each month once you get paid. The 50-30-20 budget rule is a simple technique, but it guarantees that you are saving 20% of your net income and you must live within your means. To make it more clear, assuming that I take home $3,000 each month, by using the rule, I will have 50% of my net income, which is $1,500 that will go into my needs, and $900 that will go into my wants, and the final $600 that will go into my savings. The rule works well for people within the lower income brackets. However, it is not ideal for high income earners. What I like the most about the rule is that you can easily adjust the percentages and categories to your own needs. If you feel that 20% of saving is not enough, you can transfer more money from your wants list into that account. Above all, finding your own percentage and always remember, balance is the key. I think that the 50-30-20 personal budget rule is the easiest way for you to become aware of your financial habits and to limit your overspending and undersaving. Thanks for watching. If you want to follow along, please check out my video, 5 money habits that are holding you back financially. I put the link in the description box below. And I will see you in the next one.